Okay, hi everyone. Welcome to Wild West Wednesday. It is Wednesday, that means it's Wild West Wednesday. Hello everyone in the chat. Hello to Pixie Cow and Electric Dragon UK. Thank you for the subscription, Electric Dragon UK. Hello DJ Larry Parker and Nick Tringali, if you're still here. Probably not because you went to go get lunch. Hello to Rocky Johan and Summerbeats76 and Npatch and Potajito and Echo Alpha X5 and hello A Maple Mystery. Welcome. Npatch redeemed show off a big box game. Okay. Well, you get to choose Sierra, LucasArts, other, or specific game. I think I should add that to Lucas. Okay. I feel like I've shown most of my LucasArts boxes at this point. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to, since last night on A Maple Mysteries stream, Dan Policar was showing off his Monkey Island boxes. I think, actually, I've shown off all of my Monkey Island boxes, except for one. So that will be it. So excuse me while I get it. And I am, of course, talking about the most controversial game in the series, Escape from Monkey Island, which, of course, has this interesting illustration on the front, and Comic Sans. 'Tis an offbeat adventure of piratey proportions, requires 3D acceleration. And then this whole weird design on the back, which is a little odd. And then you've got your screenshots on the side. And this is one of the few LucasArts boxes that is not... Actually, that's not true, because Curse is the same. But Curse of Monkey Island and this box are two of the few LucasArts boxes that open with a flap on the top instead of just, like, having the box thing on top. We know how much you love Comic Sans. Oh, I do. I bought Escape from Monkey Island while on holiday in Florida, and I couldn't play it for a week or two. Imagine how excited I was. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Alright, so this one actually has a few things inside. It's got a company store. Take a journey with us today. Even more adventures available from the LucasArts company store. And it's got this sort of weird art of Guybrush and Elaine on the front. My kitten is trying to eat my phone. Send help. Oh dear. So, yeah, basically at this point, which was about 2000, the only games that you could buy from the LucasArts catalog were Grim Fandango, Indiana Jones and the Infernal Machine, The Curse of Monkey Island, Outlaws, LucasArts Archives Volume 1, and LucasArts Archives Volume 3. What happened at LucasArts Archives Volume 2? Is what I want to know. Hello, the letter 10. And also hello, Deavor. And you could also order this weird sweatshirt that had LeChuck on it. And a messenger bag and a baseball cap. And a hint guide. It's actually interesting because the graphic for the hint guide shows Guybrush's original design, where he looked a lot more... You can't really tell because the camera is not in focus. But Guybrush's original design was a lot more like dorky looking. And he had this weird 5 o'clock shadow. And I remember when they released it, people were like, that looks terrible! So they came back and they redesigned it, and now Guybrush looks like that, like he does on the cover. So this is the manual, which is also Prima's official hint book, which is strange. A quick path walkthrough of entire game? Is that right? Is this actually the whole game? It is! How did I not realize this? This actually has the walkthrough for the entire game, and it's 14 pages. That's crazy. Okay. It shows you all of the insults. This was back in the day when, like, you could include an entire hint book for your game, because it was like, don't go on the internet. That's really crazy that there's an also hello Feroy. I was looking at some code on a colleague's screen a while back. He was surprised to see his Visual Studio set to use Comic Sans. Interesting. But yeah, this is literally the entire game. Shopping and perfume construction, finding Pete and the loot. Back on my... And of course it's in light blue, so it can't be photocopied. Which is genius. But wow, I can't believe that this whole game can be solved in 14 pages. That's crazy to me. But okay, so it comes with the official strategy guide, even though they're advertised. Oops, I dropped the CD. No big loss. They're actually advertising the complete strategy guide, which is presumably tells you the exact same thing, except it has more details. So I don't understand. It seems like they're shooting themselves in the foot here, because this is the quick path walkthrough, but it tells you how to beat the game. What else would you need the official strategy guide for? Anyway, there's also the CD-ROM. The trick is that the quick path is wrong. Here's the 2-disc CD-ROM, disc 1 with Guybrush on it, and disc 2 with Elaine on it on the back. And then you have the actual game manual in here. So you have all of Elaine's little talk to the hand motion. You have all of the descriptions and stuff in here. Oh, look, and it shows you gamepad and joystick controls, because this was one of those you can play it with the gamepad thing. And look, here's the credits with everybody and all of the actors and everything. How nice. Okay, so that's Escape from Monkey Island. Thank you all for coming to my font talk. Thank you all for coming to my big box game show-off redemption thing. Now, let's get down to business. So, my original plan today was to capture myself and rotoscope a new character, but I began doing a playthrough of Act 1 of Rosewater with my partner 2 days ago, and we have been making our way through, and I have been taking copious notes for issues and bugs to fix. So I've decided, since we were just playing earlier today, and I have a whole bunch, as you can see here, I have a whole bunch of issues to fix. I figured I'd do that on stream so I could actually get some work done today. So I have a combination of issues that I have to fix in Engine, and I have a few graphical tweaks to make. So I will let you, the chat, decide. Should I begin with the in-engine tweaks, or should I begin with the graphical tweaks? You can decide. And I will, speaking of tweaks, I will tweak my camera over this way so that the light is not. 1 vote for engine. 2 votes for in-engine. 3 votes for in-engine. That's 4. Okay, I think the voting is kind of going to be unanimous at this point, unless someone else swoops in. Graphic. Uh-oh. We've got 4 in-engine, 2 graphic. I will keep the voting open for 30 more seconds. 30 seconds. And when the timer goes off, I have so many broken things in my game, this will be therapeutic. Fair enough. It's fun. The danger I've found of like working in chunks, which I've been doing, is that when you play the whole thing, sometimes you overlook something and it didn't quite it's another vote for engine. It doesn't quite connect as elegantly as you were hoping. So I've had to deal with a little bit of that as well. Alright. Voting is now closed. NPatch came in under the wire. It's clear that engine won. So let's do some in-engine tweaks. Rien ne va plus. Okay. I don't know what that means. Okay, so let's start. Jake says, ask Danny when he gets back, if not at Chrysalis. Okay, so this is very simple. This is a dialogue tweak. This is a dialogue tweak, so where is this? Out. Let's go with companions. Jake outskirts. Okay, so this is basically just something where I have to change a line of dialogue depending on what room you're in. So let's see. This is option 12. Alright, look, blah, blah, blah. Danny, yeah, you want that? Okay, so we'll change this. If player room is equal to what room is it? 35, I think. 35. Yes, if player room is equal to 35, oops. Then say that. Else same line except ask him to help you when he gets back. Bam. There. One issue fixed. Nothing more goes. It's what roulette croupiers shout when no more bets can be placed. Ah, I see. I should probably remember that from Grim Fandango. Okay, so the next thing is a dialogue with a character where one option should be turned off after selecting another one. Outskirts Olivia. Here we go. Alright, so in this dialogue, if you choose... Oh yeah, there was a bug here that I have to fix also. I think I'm finally declaring jam updates done, even though there are a few more minor issues. Quarter year later. Hey, better late than never, right? Alright, seems a bit steep. How about 2, 4... That's number 4, right? Yes. Okay, so if his respect 7, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Huh. Option off 3, 4, 5, and 6. 3, 4... Oh, wait. Option off... That needs to be option off forever. That's why it was happening. Option off forever 3. Option off forever 4. Option off forever 5. And option off six. Which means that option 7 should not turn on. Wait a minute. If Jake respect is equal to this. Crap, I can't check that. There we go. Else is option off for 4. Okay. So 3, 4, 5, and it basically has to be exactly the same as this. Option on 8, 3. Wait, hold on. Why do I have this set to off instead of forever? That was an oversight. Option off forever 5. I've never done dialogue in AGS dialogue. Really? Oh, well, I guess that's true because you don't really have dialogue options in the Crimson Diamond, do you? And option off forever 6. And then option on 8. No. No. This changes to option on 9 and 10. Option on 11 and 12. Okay. Option on 8. No, that also does not apply because that goes away as soon as... So let's change this to option off forever 8. Also here. Okay. Is there a helicopter hovering over your house? If I could hear a helicopter over my house from the basement, that would be impressive. No, that's just my heater. Power Quest is very similar to it so far. Interesting. Yes, that's my heater, which is a repurposed Rolls-Royce jet engine. It's actually a Train XR80 furnace. So if you want to Google that, you can get an idea of what it is. It's TRANE XR80. I wonder if there's anything, if anything comes up when you Google that. Train XR80 furnace. Oh, there you go. Yep, there it is. Yeah, right there. This is basically what it looks like, with a bunch of pipes coming out of it, obviously. So that's why it's making that noise. I mean, it's a heater for the whole house, so, and it just so happens to be about 6 feet over that way, so, you know. Right, anyway, where was I? I was checking to make sure that all this worked, is what I was doing. Okay, so... Also, I was going to change that. So we already have Rosewater train sound effects. Is there an elaborate restart sequence like in Lamplight City? What do you mean? Elaborate restart sequence? Oh, you mean the boiler. Oh, yeah. I don't know. I've never actually serviced it. Someone has come and serviced it, but I have not. Okay, so I think I fixed these bugs, but let me make 100% sure by testing. And there's a very good chance this is going to run incredibly slowly, but we'll see. I upgraded to the latest version of AGS, so I'm not sure if this will fix the issue it had. Also, it might kill my microphone. There we go. Yeah, for some reason the latest alpha version kills my microphone every time I start it, which I should really get around to updating to AGS Alpha 18. But yeah, so this is probably going to be real slow. We'll see. It's not that bad actually, surprisingly. This is AGS 3.6 Alpha 17, so it definitely runs a lot faster than it was when I was streaming before, so that's nice. Because if you remember, every time I would run this, it would go like molasses, and now it's actually running at proper speed. Always good to be up to double-digit alphas, I agree. Alright, let's go test. Also, let me turn the music down so that the placeholder music doesn't unnecessarily, inadvertently set off any copyright thingies on Twitch. And let's go talk to our friend here. Alright, so first and foremost, let's save this. Why Danny no walk good? These are my placeholder saves. Olivia dialogue. Alright, so. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so tell me about this miracle elixir. I'm not interested. Okay. So this goes away when you buy it. But for the time being, let's this miracle elixir. All right, give me a bottle. Okay. All right, so that's fine. Now let me make sure that this works. All right, so tell me about it. How about 2 shillings? Okay, give me the bottle. Blah, blah, blah. And then we get rid of the drop the song and dance and open those 2 up. Okay, I think that should be fine. I think. Yeah, seems okay to me. All right. So back to this. All right, so corner. There was one thing of dialogue that needs a space. After fade in. This technology is amazing. Okay, so that needed a space there. So I have a little question for all of you, because this was a point, not a sticking point, but this was a point of discussion yesterday that I decided to err on the side of caution with. Rosewater in space. If this were a real 90s adventure game, you'd have a snake that needed to be stealthy and you'd have to use the elixir to oil it. Yeah, that would be really stupid. So for those of you who played Lamplight City, you may remember that Bill was the narrator, and Bill's narrator text for everything that you looked at appeared at the bottom of the screen. And whenever Miles talked to someone, his dialogue would appear over his head. Yes, Lamplight City! That's right. I still have to sneak that in somewhere. So, So Miles' dialogue and all the characters' dialogue, in fact, appeared over their heads. And when you looked at things, Bill would narrate and the text would appear at the bottom of the screen. So originally for Rosewater, what I was doing was, since Harley is looking at everything and she's the narrator, I was having her think her comments. So when she looks at a hotspot, she would think, oh, well, this is a thing. Unless, there was another character around, and sometimes she says things out. She comments out loud. Anyway, when she thinks about things, I had the text appear over her head also. It's just her lips wouldn't move. So if she was facing away from you, the text would appear over her head. But we decided to change it so that whenever she's thinking about something, the text appears at the bottom of the screen. I mean, when you look at inventory items, it already does. So now is there a voice mod for thoughts? No, I thought about adding an echo to her voice when she thinks, but I don't think that's not gonna work. So basically what I'm asking is, does it seem like a good idea? It's gonna kill my mic again, but I'm gonna show it in action. The thinking will be voiced, yes. Italics for thoughts. I thought about that, but as far as I know, there's no way to display the font in italics, unfortunately. Unless I were to import a special font that was only for thoughts, that was all italics. But I mean, the point is that if it's at the bottom of the screen, it doesn't need to be in italics because it's already, the location has changed, so there's no confusing it for actual dialogue. Different color text for thoughts. I also may have considered that, but again, I'll show it in action so you can compare. So for normal, hang on. Blah, 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 just so I can get past this bit. So, right, for normal text, you see that her mouth moves, it appears over her head. And it's fine. Where in the ether is the damn publisher's office, blah, blah, blah. When you look at inventory items, because the inventory window is taking up the center of the screen, the text appears at the bottom of the screen, like so. That applies for all inventory items. And then when you look at stuff and she thinks it, the text also appears at the bottom of the screen, like so. As opposed to when she's actually talking to somebody. So like the sheriff here. They talk over their heads. She looks at this wanted poster and she thinks to herself, it appears at the bottom. She asks about it, it appears at the top. Right. So that's what we decided on. And, you know, at first I was like, no, that's weird. I don't want to do that. But the more I look at it, the more I actually think it's a better idea. So my friend loves the sheriff sitting animation. Well, good. Because the main thing, I was about to say you could change the background sprite for the thoughts, but that doesn't work nicely with descriptions from inventory. Yes. Also, I might have asked this, but is ether luminiferous ether? Yes. I mean, also, you have to keep in mind that when the game is fully voiced, I mean, this is only if you turn the subtitles on. So it'll only be an issue if you're like reading the text. I personally am not going to play with text on, but then again, I'm also not going to play. But, you know. So yeah, so like if you're looking at something and she's not moving her lips, it seems like it makes more sense for the text to appear at the bottom of the screen than it does above her head. And also, since I'm not going to add any sort of echo or anything, because that is not a good thing to do, I think I just answered my own question. But anyway, if you're going to do low position for inventory, it's just easier when it's all in one place. It's less work. I agree. Yeah, I mean, I'm already using this for inventory and for close-ups. So, like, if you have a view of close-up, if you have a view of something in close-up, like, for instance, this... If you look at something, the text appears at the bottom of the screen also, so that it doesn't take up the space. So it's a consistent thing. It's just not... Whoops. Oh my god, a ghost came in. Look, Harley's invisible now. This is great. She's just a walking shadow. This is fun. Oh, Harley's a walking ghost shadow. Good afternoon, A Horse Who Can Drive. It's a great story opportunity. The different location works. Okay, good. That would mean the world of Rosewater lacks special relativity. Team play with subs on. That's fine, that's fair. What if you were a ghost because of a side quest? I'm pretty sure I've seen or played adventure games that do that. Oh, look, the exit button is still there. And it doesn't work because it doesn't have a command for this room. Alright, well, now that I've fully broken the game, let me go back to fixing it. Alright, so that's an art one. This is not. Okay, so change that was some impressive shooting and also unlock the line after shooting. Okay, so let's go do that. Let's go to Skirts Bio 4. Where did you learn how to shoot? Where did you learn to shoot? Just where'd you learn to shoot? So, where'd you learn to shoot? So, where did you learn to shoot? Yeah, whatever. Close enough. What if you were pixel hunting for your invisible player character? I wouldn't call that a bug because her disappearing wasn't a bug because it is and it isn't. I'm kind of particular about what I consider a bug. If it's something that occurs that shouldn't occur during the normal course of gameplay, then it's a bug. But if it's something that happens because I was messing around and I warped to another room and I broke sequence or something like that and it messes things up, then that's not a bug because I'm doing things that I shouldn't be doing. So it's just... I don't know what I would call it, but it's not a bug. Where did you learn to drive? Giant green head. Where did you learn to fly? Giant green head. Awful game? I don't know. I failed the written New Jersey driving test like 7 times. Oh my god. I failed my written test the first time, but that was in Florida. And it was because I thought that I forgot that yellow blinking lights means slow down. I thought it meant stop. You're right, but you're also the only one who can judge when you deviate from correct stuff. That is true. That is true. Okay, so that is correct. When you ask him to shoot the box down, let me see if that fixes it, if that does it. That would be 4, right? Yes, after fading. Nice shot. Let's see here. Danny outskirts bio. Set option state. Just to make sure I haven't done that inadvertently. So I want to set 4, right? Yes. This is dialogue 33. Yes, this is dialogue 33. Okay. Dialogue 11. Yes. Okay. Dialogue 44. Okay, so I do need to put it because... Alright, set option 4, E option on. Just copy this. Make sure that it turns off forever when you select it. Yes. And then in room 28, after he shoots it, nice shot, thanks, I'm happy to help. Okay. This is two birds with one stone because, here we go. His room is not, change room, set property, right, block, E block anywhere, C, max. You got the box. So you got the box. Okay. Cool. Alright, so we got that. Don't capitalize that. Did I say fill comment? Okay, yeah, fill comments on Danny. Shooting box when once back in. Okay. Now then. It's a reference to a flying game on Angry Video Game Nerd. Oh, I see. All I needed to learn, I learned from Robert Loggia and David Lynch's Lost Highway. I haven't seen Lost Highway. But it doesn't surprise me that Robert Loggia is in it. Okay, so... Now what? Okay. We'll speak again. Choo choo choo. Alright. This is gonna be fun. We showed a lot of screaming, but also the correct amount, in my opinion. A lot of screaming. Okay. Alright, so let's figure out here. I have to find. Here we go. Oh wait, no. Of course, pencil. You know what? Instead of doing this, let me go ahead and just check their dialogues. Because they're the ones who are going to be talking about it. So, let's see here. So we've got Shrine Guard. Whoops. No, not now. Shrine Guard, Shrine Guard. Okay, so we'll find Clark in this document. Can you tell me about that? Okay. I feel like... Well, you know what? Have you spent any amount of time in a jail? I have not, thankfully. I have never been arrested, nor have I spent any time in jail. I'm a good boy. Or at least I try to be. Where was I? Art Ash. Here we go. I mean, this is going to be difficult because... Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Close to... We found it. Right. Evocator. Bennett's laboratory. And the Veil. The Veil. Okay, so butterflies across the Veil. Before I do this, I need to find the line. Find all line in current documents. Yes, here we go. The Veil. Not opening, subject through and crossing the Veil. Okay. And now we look for, go back and look for Clark. He himself. Okay, so we'll change that because we don't want the mouthful every single time. So do anything. Blah blah blah. Okay. All right. Good. All right. So that's all. Her taken care of, and now for our friend the cook. Let's find all instances of Clark in this document. Cook. Okay, so that's there. And now I want to find all, change Oberlin in current project, change it to Samuel. There we go. Should sell this to Samuel. Oh, Sorry, I haven't been paying attention to chat. Decaf Jedi, hello, nice spinning head Cedric. What should I do if I visit Miami again? Oh, that's a good question. Talk in the Miami accent all the time. Grundislav can demonstrate, which you have just asked me to do. Great. Is there anything in particular you would like me to say? Would it be silly to have text parser but also dialogue choices? It wouldn't be silly, it would be very complicated. And I'm not in the habit of complicating my life anymore. My design doesn't really call for it. Just say some normal Francisco shit. Okay. Talk about some tourist sites in Miami. Alright. Fine. Let's, this is a special occasion, so let's go ahead. Tourist sites are cool, but I want to know the real shit. Okay. Alright. Okay, bro. Let me give you, like, the native's guide to, like, visiting Miami, okay? So what you want to do is, you don't go to South Beach, okay? Because, like, going to Miami and spending all your time in South Beach is like coming to New York and spending all your time in, like, Times Square. Like, bro, that's just, but like, no. Don't do that. So what you want to do is you want to go to Little Havana, go to Calle Ocho to 8th Street, and go to like all the bars. I think there's like 2. I don't know. You go to South Miami. That's where the good bars is. That's where you got Boogies. You got what else? You got Irish Times. You got it's been a while since I've been there, so I don't know. Like, let's see. You can go to Coconut Grove. There's like a whole bunch of stuff to do there. There's like Coco Walk, and I think it's still there, but I don't know. You can go to, what was I forgot the name of the bar there, but that place is pretty good. Basically, I'm telling you like all the bars because that's like all I used to do when I was working in Starbucks. I would go to like drink afterwards in South Miami, but whatever. Let's see, what else? You can go to Coral Gables and like go to the Biltmore Hotel and like have a nice food there, and you can go and see all the stuff from a Golden Wake, which you can buy on Steam. And yeah, like that's the real shit, bro. So yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, super cool, like super cute. Now then. No, this I didn't give you ironic advice. I gave you 100% me approved advice. Don't go to South Beach. That's my number one advice. You're welcome. Decaf Jedi, I was just in South Beach, but I was also in Little Havana. Okay, fair enough. Gino wants to go. All I know is go to the Smash tournament. Oh, okay. Well, also, Davor, if you have any questions about Parser, the person to ask is Julia Minamata, or A Maple Mystery, because she is the Parser expert in AGS. Okay, so, hippies called, okay, sorry, I shouldn't read this out just in case I spoil things. So let's find all. We're looking for Miss Larkin. Miss Larkin. Okay, so Jake calls her Miss Larkin, which is fine because he's a gentleman, so he uses the honorific, so no big deal there. Holbrook is, I forget what name I gave him. Evan, I think. Yeah, here we go. That's right here. That's right. My name is Evan. Evan was just showing me the cookhouse. What's your story, Evan? Okay. And find all Brookhart. No, Brookhart. Ha, expert. I mean, you have been developing a game using a parser for quite a few years. I would say that consists, or that qualifies you as an expert. What's the meal to cook for someone if you want them to fall in you for love? I don't know. I don't cook, so... I mean, I don't cook anything fancy, so... If you're asking me for culinary love advice, I'm the wrong person to answer that. So I'm pretty sure that I fixed all of those. Let's make sure. Case sensitive helps a lot. What? Oh, right, ease linear tween, right. I don't have... Okay, I'm pretty sure I got all instances of the word line in dialogue anyway. Where was I? They call him line is fail. Got that. Don't capitalize the in the luminous ones. Alright, so let's find the luminous ones. Also case sensitive. There we go. He sought to connect to unite us with the luminous ones. Okay. I like a good steak. AGS dialogue with choices. Grundy is a New Yorker, so I assume his oven is for clothes storage. No, I actually do use my... Well, I mean, my partner uses the oven way more than I do. She just baked some bread the other day. But no, we have 2 closets in our apartment, so we have plenty of clothing storage. Okay, so I think I got all the instances of them talking about him. Ashguard says in the lab when it should be outside. Okay, so Shrine Guard. He says, I caught you trespassing outside instead of in. Alright, I gave them all first names. Okay, so Guardian for bio. Let's find out. Not case sensitive. Caretaker. Mentor and Guardian. Because caretaker is for plants, not for people. Oops. Okay, so for this, I want to now I'm an expert if no one else is bothering with the AGS text parser, probably for good reason, but it's a good tool, yeah. In the TV series Dexter, based on the book series by Jeff Lindsay, Dexter Morgan lives in Coconut Grove. You know, I actually read several of the Dexter books. I think I got up to like the 4th one. They are not very well written. You could do things like say to Gandalf, open door, and he would. My husband cooks most of our meals and he does it very well. That's a great aphrodisiac. I don't know how Francisco found love without cooking. He must be highly skilled in other areas. In the video for the song Careless Whisper, George Michael can be seen looking from a condominium balcony in Coconut Grove, Florida. Did you just like Wikipedia? I said Wikipedia in a Miami accent. Did you just like Wikipedia Coconut Grove, bro? And now you're just like telling me all of the in pop culture? Though if I probably shouldn't have put all the if and else if parses in the global script and maybe did a module in it or something. It definitely cleans up your script if you do modules instead of putting everything in global script. Actually, A Horse Who Can Drive, if you look up Coral Gables on Wikipedia, the in popular culture will tell you that it's the setting for point and click adventure A Golden Wake, and I know that because I put that there. Anyway, okay, so let's go over here to room 34. There you go. The 2014 indie point and click adventure game A Golden Wake is based on the founding and development of Coral Gables in the 1920s. Yep, I added that to Wikipedia. Shh. Okay, so let's add a little hotspot here for the food. H food. But now I need to come up with something. In conclusion, Coconut Grove is a place of contrasts. Is it? How so? Alright, now we'll go over here to the test room. Make sure that I've got hotspots for different things here. Okay, so this is veggies, so I'm going to change this to H squash. And I'm going to add the hotspot up here too. And then change this to H green beans. And this one will be H tomatoes. Where's the Wikipedia entry for Crimson Ontario? Hello, Deluxe Tux. Overgrown plant room, amazing, yes. I'm adding hotspots to it. I'm fixing issues and, well, I fixed all the bugs, but now I'm fixing issues. I'm adding interactivity, basically. Identify each of the crops. Okay, so I'll fix that. Make dial turning field larger. That's gonna be a fun one. Let's see here. Let's go to our close-ups and cutscenes, Act 1, 37, which we were just looking at. Let's turn off the hotspots, turn on the objects. Okay, there we go. So, objects, let's get rid of... No, not hotspots, I want objects. Objects, there we go. Knob 1, knob 2, knob 1 field, knob 2 field. Okay, we don't want O missing, we want knob 1 field and knob 2 field. Okay, so that's one, that's the other. So these need to be... Oh, how much more? This is going to be a pain in the ass. So if this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13. This is 247, 247. I'm not going to save the room. And this is 1, 2... Wait, hold on. I don't need to do this. 907 plus 13 is 920. So, just figure that out. Okay, so add 13 to either end. That's all I gotta do. No, I don't. Okay, so let's go to Photoshop now and minimize this and this. And let's go over to room 37, sorry. Room 37 is what I meant to say. And turn field. Okay, so turn field needs to be 13 wider. And I need to reset where they are. So images, canvas size. 76 plus 13 is 89. Okay, so now we fill that in, save, and come back here. Go to our sprites. This is going to be fun. Go to our sprites and go to our scenes and go to 37 and update that. Okay, and now let's go to room 37 again. Burp. Here we go. Alright, and now we turn off the hotspots again, turn on the objects, and also select the objects, turn that on, and turn off, missing. Okay, so zoom in over here and make sure that we have everything here. Okay, so I want this to be right in the center, which it is, which is good. So basically I just have to move all of these over by however much. There, I think, right? Because 1 over is, yeah, 1 over is too much. Is that right? Okay, that's good. Okay. So now we save. That was easy enough. Now I just gotta make sure that it works. As of 2014, Grunislav Games' official IP address is 69.119.228.165. Well, thanks. $2014. Oh, it's a while. Okay, so basically everything I have left to do is art related. So I guess this, I mean, I've been working on this for an hour now, so I guess I got all my engine stuff taken care of in an hour. And now I can dedicate the second hour of the stream to art stuff. So let's see here. Let's go ahead and test this room real quick, just to make sure that it's adequate here. Let's go to 37, lab console close-up. Make sure the game still runs. It's gonna kill my mic. You thought we were going to be doing engine hacks rather than code bugs? Well, sorry to disappoint you. Alright, so... Okay, so that goes pretty far. No, that's something I'm willing to live with. If you move it too fast, it turns into the... It's fine, because you're just going from thing to thing, so as long as it shows the right counterclockwise arrow, I don't care about it not. If you move it slowly, it does, but if you move it quickly, whatever. It's more convenient than just like That's all good. Alright. Okay, that's fine. Oh, hello, Nick Tringali. How was your lunch? I hope it was good. Okay, so we're done here. Oh wait, no, not none. She has to start a title screen or else the game will crash. That's fun. Please note that the current IP address of Grunislav Games is blah 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 blah. Okay, well, thank you. I had leftover meatballs and marinara. Sounds nice. Okay, so... Oh wait, no, hang on. There was one more thing I was gonna do. But, I don't know how I can test it without... Well, I guess I can test it real quick after we're done with it. So it's a dialogue. So, meeting hippies, right? Yes, okay. I'm eager to learn about you all. Wait. 1. See MS-Ash. Unlock view. See MS-Ash walk. Oh wait, hang on. See MS-Ash dot footstep noise is equal to concrete, and then he'll walk away. So he's going to walk. Where is he going to walk? Oh, but you know what? That means I'm going to have to... if he walks this way, that means I'm going to have to, like, light him properly. Alright, 135684. Let's do that. It's always something, isn't it? 135684. No block anywhere. I have leftover meatballs and marinara and penne. This concludes my lunch report. Well, thank you for giving us a lunch report. I'm gonna drink some water now. Excuse me. Okay, so we're gonna change that to that. In conversation equals false. Player dot unlock view. Wait 1. And I guess we're just gonna have everyone walk. Start walking. Everyone starts walking. So we wait 30 and then unlock view. See Jake mod. Walk. 1350 684 E no block E anywhere. There was an interesting bug in the Power Quest recently. The starting prefabs in the player character's inventory were added to the inventory when starting the game rather than copies thereof. Also, the website's HTTPS cert is invalid. This is not best practice. In fact, the cert appears to be nearly 10 years old and belongs to AmericanGirlScouts.com. Yes, that's right. Coding. Yes, Electric Dragon UK. It is part of a network called AmericanGirlScouts.com. It was established many years ago as a group of AGS people. That's why I don't have control over my own website. It's a long story, and it's annoying. So my character would fire her gun and start the next game with a blank pistol. Interesting. Okay. Let's see, wait 20, and then I'll have player walk. 1350 684 E block E anywhere. We'll do that after this. Okay, this is number 6. 6. Yes. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start up the game real fast. I'm actually going to pause while I put the game up so I can do what I need to do to get to where I need to be. Someone mixed up Adventure Game Studio AGS with American Girl Scouts. No, they didn't mix it up. It was just back in the day, the sort of joke was like, how do you explain what AGS is to your parents? Because, it was still like, oh my god, I'm making games. What a nerdy thing to do. And like your parents are like, oh, what's AGS? And like one of the funny acronyms was American Girl Scouts. I think we also had like American Goat Society, something else. Yeah, it was a joke. So whatever. Anyway, I'm gonna put up the break screen while I quickly speed run to where I need to be to test this. I will be back shortly. I'm not hiding the cheat codes. I just Okay, so I actually just realized another thing that I forgot to write down that I meant to do. So let me go ahead and do this real quick. 27. No, not 27. 32? Yes, 32. Okay, here we go. I want to make these twice their size. So, 200% nearest neighbor. There. going to sneeze. Excuse me. Okay, now let's go back and replace these. 32. Here we go. And let's see how that looks, because I'm sure that they're all out of alignment now. Yep. Okay. Objects. You go there. And you go there. It's 11:45, 329. Say 11:45. 672. Okay. And this is 535. 671. 672. Also, let me make sure that these are all in the right spot too. 329, 331. Okay, no. 331. There. Okay. Okay. I guess those are comically large, but they gotta be, because otherwise people don't see them, and that was the problem. Unless I just do that slightly better. There. So these are 333, 334. Let's do 334. And this is 11:45. That's fine. That's also fine. Okay. Keep that then. Alright, let's see if that translated to actually the actual game. On an unrelated note, Gurnisov, do you like Myst? Well, let me tell you, what I think about Myst is... I was hoping for the mic to cut out. I've never played Myst, so I have no opinions. So, there's that. Oh, this is going to take a while because I added new sprites, or I updated sprites, so it's going to take a little while to compile while I stretch. Ooh, pit stains. Gross. Don't look at that, everybody. The spinny wheel of doom. Indeed, indeed. Can you survive the spinny wheel of doom? This looks kind of like a Myst puzzle, kind of. I tweeted about this a while ago, talking about like, hey, you want lever pulling puzzles? I'll give you lever pulling puzzles. So, yeah. Alright, I'm going to go on break again because I don't want to spoil this. Tomorrow's headline: known point-and-click adventure developer never played Myst. Well, see, Nick just took the words out of my mouth. I was going to say, first of all, it's going to be a very slow news day if that's what they're writing about. Second of all, I don't think playing Myst is a prerequisite for being a point-and-click adventure designer. So, there you go. See, Feroy's never played it either. I'll tell you this, we have all 4, maybe 5, in the box games in this house. But upstairs, not in my realm. So, yeah. Anyway. So I'm testing this little blocking thing that I did here just now for the... I should probably put this as a cutscene, actually. Oh, I was gonna test... Oh, whatever. Alright, so this guy's here. Hail, blah, blah, blah. Look at all of us over here. So first her, and then the 2 of them. Then I guess all of the rest of them can walk. Alright, so the rest of them can all do that. Wow. Okay. Alright. So yeah. Basically after she starts moving, we'll wait 20. And then we'll have everybody else. I hated Myst. I like games where there are sensible people to talk to and puzzles that aren't ludicrously arcane. I had wished more adventure games at the time. Didn't want you to butter the door so you can eat it and walk on through. Okay. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to set this as a cutscene so that I can skip it. Escape. Escape right button. So we don't have to sit through all that again. Okay, and then under meeting hippies, they walk away, and then we wait 40 G fader dot transparency is equal to 0. G fader dot visible is equal to true, and G fader dot tween transparency let's say 3.0 100 is linear tween block tween. We'll just wait 40 and then we'll do that, and then G fader dot visible equals false. So we'll just do that. Okay, let's test. I got my numbers backwards. I forgot that 100 means completely transparent and 0 means not transparent at all. So that was a thing, but that seems to have worked. So let me... Also, I just realized that... hold on a second. Frame. Here we go. If cmsh.loop is less than 8. Moving is equal to true. Then yes, otherwise no. That's easy enough. Okay, let's try this again. You're thinking, yeah, I am thinking in opacity. Yeah, the property is transparency, so that means that if 100 is transparency, that means it's 100% transparent, and 0 means it's 0% transparent. So that's the logic there. Transparency bad, opacity good. Right. Alright, once again we test to make sure this is fine, and then Day of War works in the government. Excuse me. So they all walk off. And it fades. Perfect. Okay, and then they appear here, except they're facing the wrong direction. So that's good. Alright, so yeah. Direction down right. Direction down right. For everyone. Okay. So basically I just have to take all of this and paste it in every single one of these things. Bam. And bam. Okay. So that works. The only thing is I have to tweak his light level because that's a thing. But I'll do that later. So let's go ahead and do some art stuff real quick. There's a couple of things I can do real fast. There's a couple of other things that I can't do that fast. Well, there's one thing I can do real fast. Let's go to the PSD of the room with all the plants in it. Test room. Here we go. Excuse me. Ugh, I got up real early today. Well, real early for me. I got up before 8:30. It's not usually what happens. But then again, I went to bed real early last night, by which I mean real early for me, which was like before 11:30. Yes, the crack of dawn. It is the crack of dawn for me. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to erase some of this to make this a little bit brighter so that you can see a little bit better. And then I'm going to make this a little bit brighter because it needs to be a little bit brighter so that you can see that it's a thing that you need to pick up. So up the contrast and the brightness ever so slightly. See, a lot of times I get a little, I think about things and I'm like, man, this works, but then it turns out it doesn't. And then I get frustrated because I'm like, man, I really don't want to pander, but at the same time I'm like, but you know what? There's a lot of people out there who don't think in adventure game, and I don't blame them for that. So to have to come up with solutions for accessibility is it's a challenge, but it's worth doing, basically. Alright, so first we'll save this as the background. Oh, thank you, Mordecai, for the follow. And thank you, Echo Alpha X5. The orange of the pumpkin really stands out well. Well, good. The pumpkin is not really the thing that's important in this room, which is I need to make this stand out more. Okay. So now we save as dummyhead.png. Go back to AGS. Okay, so we've brightened up that a little bit so that the player's eye is not drawn away from the darkness down there. And now we replace that, and there we go. That is a lot brighter. Okay, so that's better. Alright. Alright, so everything else I need to do is going to take a little bit more time, but I guess the one thing I can do on stream is change the interact cursor, because the interact cursor needs some changing. You're going to click on that pumpkin 20 times. What can I do with that pumpkin? You can look at it. You can look at it and get a comment. I will if it goes ding and upsets Miss Hansberg. Good. Maybe she should just pop out from the pumpkin if you click on it 20 times. It's so magnetic. Well, it's like right in the center, right? Well, it's not exactly in the dead center of the background. It's slightly off to the center. So you're telling me that you find the pumpkin more attractive than, say, this giant contraption up here? Well, yeah. It is right in the middle. I mean, it is sort of the centerpiece, if you will. And it is very orange, that's right. Yes. Okay, so let's go back over here. So I've been using... Where's my UI? GUI. Cursors. Multiple. Okay. So pointer. So multiple pointer is going to be... actually, let's go ahead and use this. Let's use this one. Use that one for the base. That's going to be the base, and it's going to be even brighter than that, so That's gonna be fun. Alright, so new layer. Gonna make some balls. See, the issue that seems to be occurring, or the issue that Jess brought up, is that the pointer is, it's too easy to, it's too subtle, because if you look over something, if you hover over something that can be looked at, the cursor changes shape to a giant eye. If you hover over someone who can be spoken to, the cursor changes into a giant mouth. If you hover over something that has multiple interactions, the cursor stays the same shape, but it starts glowing and gets a red thing around it. But it doesn't change shape significantly enough to draw attention to it, so it's easy to miss apparently. So she suggested changing the shape of the cursor. But the problem that I had changing it from anything other than an arrow is that since when it's this cursor, when you click on things, you get a radial menu. It just feels to me like any other cursor triggering a radial menu would be weird. Like, just from using Windows and everything, you expect your pointer to, like, you know, pull out a radial menu like that and then use your pointer to select it. So, I mean, I want to keep it an arrow shape, but she suggested adding something to it. So I'm going to add 3 ellipses, 3 balls to form an ellipsis, as in like, hey, you can do something else with this. So we'll see if it actually looks like something. But first I need to make an effective round ball in Photoshop. And also I figure starting it at the brightest setting and making it brighter would be a little bit more a pumpkin cursor. I mean, maybe for Halloween I could do like a special pumpkin cursor thing. But for now I think just the 3 will do. So, like, yeah, that. Boomers will just think the cursor is having a conversational pause, though. Boomers are not going to be playing this game. And then this is fine because the 3 things connect to each other, so... Oops. Cursor is typing. Yeah. Alright, so basically this is bam, bam, bam. Right, so this will now say, hey, this is a pawn shop. It's either a pawn shop or the cursor actually has, I guess it's better if we align it here. It's either a pawn shop or the cursor has more things to do. Boomers playing a kind of game from the 80s just makes no sense. Well, I mean, you know. Alright, so we'll save this as pointer. Yes. Starfleet Commander cursor. It's got the pips. Beware of the pips. Okay, so these two need to be brighter, slightly brighter, until we get all the way up to white. So, actually, you know what? Let's do this. Just select all of these. Don't anti-alias. Just do it the easy way. Well, we'll test. We'll test. Gotta scratch my back first. Alright, so. We'll increase it by 30 each, or, yeah, 30 and 30, yes? 30, 30. One, two, three, one. Two. Three. And 4. Okay, so let's see how this looks now in game. Sprites to GUI. Where is it? Do I have it under cursors? No. Radio menu, main menu, settings, diary, files, books. Where's my cursors? Oh, here they are. Wait, no, they're not. Where did I put my cursors? Oh, right in the folder that says mouse cursors. Duh. Animated. Okay, multiple. Alright, let's change this. Alright. Test before shipping. So now let's see here. Once again, we will test. And once again, it will take forever to load because we've got sprites to resave. Okay. Alright, so that's what it's going to look like in-game as opposed to this. It's going to turn into a big old pointer with ellipses on it. So let's try it. Actually, let's try it here. So we hover over things that can be looked at, it turns into an eye. We hover over this, and it turns into a giant... well, yeah, the ellipses change. So this, oh, what's this? Oh, what's this? Oh. Yeah, I think that definitely helps. And then when you click, it turns back into the pointer, so then you can use that with your arrow, but then when you hover over it, it's this. You don't really like it. Okay. What don't you like about it? Those ellipses gotta dance. What, they gotta like bob up and down? Like a skeleton's fingers on a xylophone. The palette and brightness is all off. Okay, that's fair. But what about the shape? The palette and brightness I can fix, no problem. I mean, ellipses don't dance. I mean, I can manually adjust the brightness of it. It's already got the red thing. They do all the time. I guess I can make the brightness a little less obvious, but yeah. I think the size is okay, but yeah, please make them dance. I'm not gonna make them dance. Don't be ridiculous. The important thing is that the cursor changes shape enough to indicate that it has changed shape. So, there's that. I'm not kidding. I think they're too small. Your other cursors animate. Well, this animates because it glows. That's the glow. Well, alright. Let's have a look. Let's go to the original pointer, which is this. Set up the animation here. How many frames do... well, it doesn't matter. So what, should they just kind of like make them dance like an iMessage or Discord when someone is typing? How does that look? Quick, Nick, send me a text in iMessage so that I can see what it looks like. Hold on. Let me send you one. Is this still... I wonder if this is still your number. I hope it's still your number. I hope this is still your number. Whoops. I canceled it. Oh no. There you go. Hello, I am typing for a very long time. So you are. Okay. Type something. Okay, it was doing it, but then it went away. Do it again. Oh, there we go. Okay, so it just... I see. Okay. So they don't dance so much as they just get progressively brighter, going do 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 do, like a stop light. So... Thank you. I don't need you to type anymore. Thank you very much. I appreciate your help. So basically what happens is they go burp, 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 burp. So it would have to be so instead of the whole thing glowing, I mean, I think it should a little up and down motion. Okay, so let's try this. So we'll say that this is normal. Send this one up 1. We'll send this one down 1. And we'll send this one up 1 as well. Well, these two both go up. Actually, hold on. Before I do that, let's save this as a... Let's do separate layers. So I guess that means really that the ellipses should be separate enough that they are not overlapping. Which means that this needs to go over this way and that needs to go over that way, and now they have two things between them. And also they should go here so that they align. Well, no, they're fine there. Alright, so let's do this. Duplicate layer. This is going to be a duplicate of layer 0. So you want it to dance like that. Alright, what about this? I mean, this one obviously also has to dance. I mean, I guess they could do like a little wiggle worm thing where this is... This one follows it after... And then into this one. A little wiggle with some hold frames, right? So, well, I need to rethink this then. So a little, yeah, a little wiggle. All right, and then just keep it. It doesn't glow so much as it just wiggles. 4/4 time with a recipe or something. I don't know shit about this. Okay, so instead of doing the whole like go down this way, I think I'm gonna just keep it wiggling in the center. So I'm gonna keep them here. Push them down 1 so that it doesn't go crazy. So, alright. Excuse me. Alright, so first one goes up 1. Then it goes up 2, and this one goes up 1. So then, next frame, this one should go up here, and this one should go up 1. So then this one goes up this way. So kind of like that, but then with a smoother going back down thing. So another 5 frames. Or 4 frames, as it were. Yep, okay. So there's that, and then we start from this one. So we do this again. We say, okay, you go down 1. You go down another 1. You go down 1. And then you go down 2. Well, second one, you go down 1, and then we're back to this frame. But we should just keep this so that keep it so it rests in between, I guess. Well, no, you know what? Just delete this last frame. I can just adjust all of the necessary things. Okay, so now it goes... There we go. How's that? Submitted for the approval of the Peanut Gallery in the Twitch chat. We got a nice animated cursor here. I actually do prefer that to the glowing. It's at least a lot more visually interesting, because it adds the cursor turns brighter, and it doesn't do that weird like crazy flashing thing, and it also, yeah. All right, let's test. Seems like everyone, well, we've got at least. What do you think, Dave? Or you weren't too happy with how it looked before. Does this look better to you? You can feel free to say if you don't like it. You still think they're too small? All right, let's try something else then. Let's see it in game. Okay, let's see it in game. What? It is. Wait, what? Really? How is this 16-bit? Okay. Let's save this just in case I need to make any changes. Yeah. underscore. Alright, so I'm gonna have to do this anyway. GUI cursors multiple. Alright. Alright. Go back to Photoshop. Get rid of image ready. Also, get rid of the extra stuff I don't need. Oh, hello, Talk Puppet to me. Good to see you. How have you been? Where was I? GUI. Mouse cursors. Cursors. Multiple. Pointer. Alright, so I don't want that. I just want pointer 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay, perfect. Alright. Replace sprite from file. Western game cursors. GUI. Cursors. Multiple. Pointer 1. Okay, so I gotta do from file for all of these because the numbering's all screwed up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Cool, donezo. There. You know, surviving. Got back from Chicago over a week ago. Why'd you leave Chicago? What's the matter? Is our snow too ugly? That's right, you were in Chicago. How did that go? I know you were in Chicago performing Bill's 44th, a wonderful puppet show. Nick, you should have gone to see it. I should have reminded you that it was happening. Alas, I did not. I'm a bad friend. Where was I? Views, cursors, multiple pointer. Here we go. Oh, look, I have it set to... Oh, I gotta redo this. Alright, so... This is... Yes. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, alright. Yeah, there doesn't need to be a pause there. Snow is very ugly in the city very soon after it falls. It's true. The snow wasn't too ugly, but I did run away from a storm only to run straight into a blizzard. That's true. We had a pretty big snowfall here recently. It's all gone now, but we definitely did have a snow thing. A snow thing, as it's the meteorological term for it, as we all know, is a snow thing. Yeah, classic snow thing. That's how it goes. So this is saving my sprite. It's gonna kill my mic, and then we will see if it works. Also, it probably broke all my save games because I added new frames to a view. Just waiting for it to mute my mic and run the game. Well... Come on, AGS, don't be a jerk. Be nice. Breaking all saves has to be a plugin solvable issue. Maybe. I mean, the major breaker of saves is adding views or adding sprites to a view. Wait, did I hit? I think I just hit save. I didn't hit run. That's why it's not running. I've been at this too long. That's exactly why. I would have been sitting here for 8 years. I stupidly crashed the game even though I knew it was going to crash. You can barely see the dance from here. Well, we'll see how it looks actually on the... when you're actually using it, and not in the context of just hanging out with a bunch of other cursors on a screen. Go away. You can also go away. Howdy, ma'am. You make me sick, sir. Alright, so standard cursor, bam. And there we go. Yeah, you can definitely see the dancing. 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 Man. I can see how you can't really see it there. It doesn't need to be super overt. I agree. Like I said, the whole point is just to distinguish it from plain old brown cursor to bright cursor with things happening on it. So you click and there. But the dancing is definitely there. I mean, it's 2 pixels, so 2 pixels is definitely the thing. Alright. Now that this has been taken care of, I'm going to stop streaming and eat lunch, and then get back to fixing the other visual stuff. You say 2 pixels like that's so much. 2 pixels is a lot at lower resolution. I mean, this is 720p, so it's not like, whoa, but, you know, it's not like, whoa. It's 3:20 p.m., actually. In my day, we got only 1 pixel. Thank you all for coming. I will see you next week for Wild West Wednesday. Appreciate you all stopping by. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, Wishlist Rosewater if you haven't. Tell someone about Rosewater if you haven't. Watch the trailer. I'll see you all later. Bye.
Tell me, what is it you want out of life? Fortune, glory, the thrill of adventure? I'm offering you a chance at all three. You just need to do me one small favor. You've something of a reputation, you know. Clever, resourceful, maybe a little dangerous. I do hope that's accurate. The path won't be straightforward. You'll encounter obstacles along the way, perhaps even some other dangerous people. You'll need some help, but I assure you the rewards far outweigh the risks. You will be richer than you ever thought possible, if you can deliver. I'll be in touch.